Okay, so today in Photoshop, we're going to be talking a little bit about how to create a name sign and kind of playing with text in Photoshop. So first, you're going to open a picture into Photoshop. You are then going to add a new layer. Okay, now the picture has to be a picture you took, so keep that in mind because you're going to be using it to create your name sign for the art show. So I've created a new layer, and this is going to be my white layer. So I'm going to change my color to white. Okay, my paint bucket I'm going to grab, and I'm just going to paint that layer white. So you can't see my L right now because the layer on top of it has been painted white. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a text layer, and I'm going to put that on top of my layer 1. Okay, and you can change the size up here, what kind of font, and now I want kind of a bigger font, so I'm going to pick a bold one because I want you to be able to see the picture that's underneath. So I'm going to do my first name. Oh, it's showing up as white. We don't want that. To be able to see it, we're going to do black. Okay, so there's my first name. Okay, and now we're going to do my last name. Now my last name's longer and I want it to fit underneath, so I'm going to turn the size down. There it goes. And I'm actually going to make my text box the same size as my artboard, and then I'm going to center it so it's nice and in the middle. Now, mine looks stretched, and that's because I was playing with this earlier. You have a couple options here. So this little file folder up here is going to give you the option to play with the tracking, kerning, and leading. So I can make my text. So let me just select everything so you can see this. So I can make my text look like its normal size, which is 100%. So this is what it would normally look like. Or I can make it look like it's stretched out. So this is at 200%. Okay, I can make my letters appear closer together. So this was what they would normally look like. And if I go down, they get closer. And if I go up, they get further apart. We want nice and close. Okay, and we can also control how close the letters are on top of each other. So this is at 150. This is at 250. And actually, I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to keep all of this stuff. I am then going to play with my placement because I want it nice and in the center. You can see these pink lines are kind of telling me, yes, you're in the center. Okay, so this is my artboard. Okay, with my owl picture. Okay, my white layer, and then my name. Now I'm going to actually turn off my owl layer so it's no longer has that little eye, so you cannot see it. So if I turned my white layer off, there'd be nothing there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Layer, Merge Visible. Okay, so now I no longer have a text layer and a white layer. I've got it combined into one. Okay, I'm going to turn my owl layer back on. And then what I'm going to do is I can do this one of two ways. I could use my magic eraser, which erases a specific color, so I can erase all the black. Okay, simple enough, right? Okay, or my other option, so let me just back up so you can see this, is to use my magic wand tool, select all of the white, and then select the inverse. So it's going to select all the black, and I can delete it, just like that. However, if you have letters like the B's, you're going to lose those, but that's like an aesthetic choice for you to make. So if you look at my R's, my B's, all of those, I've lost the inside for. But if you're okay with that, then you're good to go. If you want to do something different, this is what I suggest. I suggest just using your magic eraser and erasing it out. It's simple, it's easy, and it's pretty quick. So I'm going to deselect this. I'm going to use my magic eraser. Okay, all done. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to click on my background layer. I'm going to unlock it. And I am actually going to move my background layer around a bit so I can get it in a place that I like. So if I wanted my owl peeking out from my letter I could easily do that. Which I like, and it's actually really cute. So I'm going to press OK. And the last thing I'm going to do is crop. Now for this we need it to be 17 inches long and 11 inches tall. So this would be my artboard. And if I take a look at it, does it look like it's in the middle? Yeah, actually I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to just press OK. Okay, and it is cropped. Now the last thing I could do is if I wanted to say, instead of doing a white around everything, I could do a gradient. I could do paint bucket. So I could do black. I could come in here and fill that in. I could do green. I could use my eyedropper and I could pick a green from the actual image itself, or a tan. Let me grab a tan, see how that looks. Too much. Or I could stick with white. You have a bunch of different options when it comes to your name sign. Hopefully this helped, and happy creating.